Good morning. Back again with your daily message. We're going to start today off with the Oracle of the Seven Energies, just to find the energy / message of the day. Then we're going to go into tarot, and then we're going to get a card from Angel Prayers, and then end the reading off with a card from Raise Your Vibration. So what is the energy of today? What is the message for today? For my viewers and me. And if anybody's correcting my English, it's my viewers and I. No, it's not. It's my viewers and me. What is the message today for me? Not what is the message today for I. Okay, anyway, sorry. I'm not really much of a grammar person, but that's like one thing that sticks with me. Anyways. Oh, I'm Mallory. This is Raina Bana. Her name is actually Lil Raina Bobbitt, but we just call her Raina. Raina Rotten Bottom. Raina Bana. She's just my little Raina. Okay. What is the message for today? Sorry, am I disturbing you? What is the message for today? What is the message for today? I've been really trying to practice saying the word for, because when I speak naturally it comes out as fur. My countryness. So I'm really trying to say for. What is the message for today? This was at the bottom earlier when I shuffled it. Number 11. Ooh, and I've been seeing a lot of ones. Like the past week, a lot of 111 and 1111 all over the place. A lot of 555s as well. But anyways, number 11, in perfect harmony. So we got at the bottom. Just joking. Put it in there correctly. As if I'm not going to pull it out later and reshuffle it once I'm done. I'll be reading from all the books today, like I do every day, but especially today from the tarot, because the deck that I am using is a very, very positive deck. So the definitions of the cards aren't quite what I'm used to, because they all just have a positive, like, you know, like the Tower is usually like, scary. It's completely positive in this deck that I'm about to pull from. So anyways, should I turn? I'll turn, so I don't disturb you. Turn this way. Alright, sorry about that. We got number 3. Time machine. I had to move a candle so I didn't burn myself. Key concepts: inherited patterns, conditioning, lessons already learned, cellular memory, honoring the past without being trapped there. We rely on stories we inherit from our ancestors, our families, our culture, and our world around us to construct a map of our reality. As we develop new stories in life, we build on those old foundations, repair them when we can, or tear them down to begin again. The best and most powerful traits and experiences of your ancestors are yours to integrate into your life, so you don't have to revisit their hardships or rectify their mistakes. You have a magical map with which to navigate your current circumstances. Look to the past for answers now. Ask yourself, in this situation, what can I learn from those who came before me? What traits can I emulate in order to move through this challenge with wisdom? How can I build on what I already know and integrate this understanding? What might I do differently? Sometimes you walk blindly into traps set in the past. Perhaps you couldn't see that you were repeating a pattern until you were well in it. The best course of action here is to rest, practice self-compassion, and to make a conscious choice to do something differently next time. Clarity will come. Remember that if you do what you always did, you'll get what you always got. History repeats itself only if you allow it. The most important thing is that you are becoming aware. You can make a different choice regarding how you respond to life right now. Yes, things can be awkward and uncomfortable as old hurts are revealed and new solutions are attempted. The time is ripe for change, so keep going. Every step is important. Allies will rally, but in the end, you are the one you've been searching for. One day you will remember how your beautiful new story was just around the corner. I believe that's all, but let me just check to make sure. Yes. You know, it's funny that this card came up. Funny but not, because no coinky dinks, right? Everything's synchronicity. But I had a dream with my family last night and the night before last, but last night's was I don't want to say vicious and violent, but it was not a happy time in my dream last night. So you can repeat the mistakes of the past, or you can learn from your elders and ancestors. I choose to learn from them. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have repeated plenty of their mistakes, but I'm moving on from that, and hopefully, oh no, you are too. So what is our tarot message? For the day. Our positive tarot message. What advice does tarot have for us about learning and growing from our ancestors? What advice does tarot have for us? Again, I shuffle these all before I start with the questions. I just can't help but shuffle whenever I pick these things up. What advice does tarot have for me and my viewers and me today? On the bottom we have 9 of acorns, and in this deck that's the wands. So power and perseverance. That is a card that has come out multiple times this past week and a half. Look at that kitty cat. I love kitties. Nine of acorns. Keywords: courage, perseverance, patience, resilience, determination, reward, knowledge, stability, and power. So that's the energy behind the question today. So what advice do we have? The energy behind that advice is courage, perseverance, patience, resilience, determination, reward, and knowledge, stability, and power. We pulled number 9, the Hermit. Contemplation and wisdom. A beacon of well-being, Koala is your guide in acquiring the rest needed to regroup and renew. A seeker of truth and wisdom, he illuminates the way. Calm and observant, Koala stills the mind so that he may access higher wisdom. His solitary retreat gifts him with the time and space necessary for introspection. Koala encourages you to slow down and step away from the distractions of the world. Take time to gather your thoughts and find your inner balance. The answers you seek are already within. Keywords: contemplation, observation, wisdom, inner balance, solitude, learning, and meditation. And, literally this card right here told you to contemplate how you can do things differently, how you can learn from your ancestors and the things that they've already gone through, so that you don't have to repeat their hardships. So, advice for today is really telling you to go within yourself, and try to figure out how you can learn from others so that you can move forward without the hardship. Got more wands. Wands is action. So, sorry, we got more acorns. Another acorn is what came out. Acorns, wands, it's action. Passion. Fire. We got the 2 of acorns, which is the falcon. I didn't see a falcon this morning, but I did see 2 turkey vultures. I love turkey vultures. They're some of my favorite birds. And there's like a pair of them that fly around my neighborhood quite often. And they came out this morning when this sunrise was just beautiful, beautiful. The sky was all pink and gorgeous, and they were just flying around right above my house and my neighbors' houses. I watched them for a good bit while the dog was using the restroom. Anyways, we have the 2 of acorns, which is the 2 of wands. Insight and focus. A messenger on a mission, the falcon is focused on her target. In search of new experiences, she sets her sights confidently on what she wants. Falcon is the victorious insignia for foresight and vision. Her power of insight gives her the ability to make choices that create balance and integration within her world. Now is the time to manifest your ideas into form. You hold the power within to take flight in a new direction. Recognize your full potential. Go forth courageously and stand by your decisions. Persevere and you will achieve your goals. Keywords: decisions, planning, insight, progress, boldness, focus, goals attained. So again, with the 9 of Wands, which usually, like the courage and determination, it's usually also like making a last stand in other decks. It's saying that you've had a hard time and you've been fighting for yourself, and this is the last stand that you have to take, just to hold your ground and whatnot. Power and perseverance. With that at the bottom, I feel like you've been making your last stand for quite a while. Could you focus? For quite a while, and it's telling you have the energy to persevere right now, and literally go within, think about your ancestors like this card told you to do, think about the things that they've gone through, and think about how you can change that. Start making plans for how you can change your life compared to their lives, what you can do differently, and start making plans on how you actually want to live your life and what you don't want to go through. Like, start planning for what you do want to go through. I feel like these cards line up amazingly today. Sit and contemplate. Seriously, go within yourself and contemplate what you can change and what you can do differently so that you can start planning the life that you want to live. Itchy nose. Those down there for now. Can my buddies and me get an angel prayer for today? Nice little message for us about these familial patterns and how we can change them. Be that one. On the bottom, we have change and transition. So that's the message behind this. Change and transition. Archangel Azrael. Thank you, Azrael, for leading me safely through this change. I actually really love this message. We got love and accept yourself. Thank you, angels, for lovingly guiding me to self-acceptance. You are doing so well on changing your old habits and thoughts that the angels are now encouraging you to take the next steps along your pathway, which are to approve of yourself and then love who you truly are. You are a divine, perfect, loving, and lovable child of God, and it's time for you to look at yourself through these spiritual eyes. Take a moment to look back on your achievements and then to wrap your arms around yourself and give yourself some well-deserved love. Your self-esteem and confidence have taken blows of shock and trauma over the years and are no longer serving you. The angels want nothing more than for you to be at peace with your life, and they are here to help you restore your faith and confidence in yourself. You have the magnificent ability to live a life you love. Take time today to realize that you are loved unconditionally by heaven, and then take some steps towards loving yourself just the same. This is the key to opening up your good heart. So I really do love that message, because like when it comes to ancestors and family patterns and blah blah blah, I really do feel like a lot of the people in my family don't love themselves, and that is something that I have always wanted to change. I've always loved myself, but there have been times when, you know, it says, just like it said in the card, that my self-confidence has taken a hit. You can never love yourself too much, right? So I love that message. Like, maybe the thing that we actually need to change about our ancestors and their patterns is to love ourselves and stop being so harsh on ourselves. Last but not least, can we get a card to raise our vibrations today? A card to help us raise our vibrations. Shuffled these, but then I can't stop shuffling until it feels right. Excuse me. I've been trying to talk more in the mornings before I start recording, so my voice isn't all messed up. It doesn't always help. The best thing I can do to make my voice clear is to sing in the mornings, but I don't always want to put on music while I'm like putting on makeup, blah blah blah. Mainly because it distracts me, and then it takes me longer to get ready because I get distracted singing. I love to sing though. What is our vibrational message to raise our spirits and our mood today? What is the message that we need to hear? Gonna be that one. Oh, abundance is up. Nope, I lied. On the bottom we have you are not alone. You got the whole universe at your back. Ooh. Sorry. I just have to use the restroom. I'm trying so hard to hold it until I finish. I've had a lot of coffee and water this morning. I've pulled this card for you all before. Or at least it's been on the bottom. But today I'm saying this is going to be focused towards yourself, since that's kind of the theme, especially of this card right here, of all the other cards. We got choose kindness. Kindness is about giving without needing to receive. It's about having consideration alongside the willingness to be present and help. Being kind is one of the highest vibrations, for when we give without needing to receive in return, we tune into the abundant flow of the universe and will be helped in some other way. Kindness is good for the heart, both physically and spiritually. On a physical level, being kind can lower blood pressure, strengthen arteries, and bring mental clarity. On a spiritual level, when you step into this space of selflessness, you allow yourself to be sustained by a higher power that will always lead you towards your highest and greatest good. Being kind to yourself is about removing any conditions for contentment. It's about respecting and loving yourself no matter what situation you are facing. It's about taking the pressure off of your own shoulders and just allowing yourself to be how you need to be. Today, the universe is encouraging you to choose kindness in all areas of your life. Be kind to others, be kind to yourself. Vibe of the day: my kindness attracts the presence of love. That's all the messages I have for you today. Go within. Learn how you can be kind to yourself in a way that your ancestors were not able to be kind to themselves. Start making plans to be more kind to yourself, to live a life that is truly kind to you and to others. Love and accept yourself. Be kind to yourself and be kind to others. Have a great day. Love you. Bye.